Lily white, they forever intact. And I never said a young homie got it like that. Phones wasn't on my map, but I need them in black. Like that, sounds so strange. New bass on my speakers. Ain't nothing changed like the swoosh on my sneakers. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be. Sounds so strange. New bass on my speakers. Ain't nothing changed like the swoosh on my sneakers. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be. Sounds so strange. New bass on my speakers. Ain't nothing changed like the swoosh on my sneakers. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be. Sounds so strange, new bass in my speakers. Ain't nothing changed like the swoosh on my sneakers. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be. Forever undoubtedly, Nike it gotta be.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
That was the anthem by Centipede's Feet, featuring 21 on the Block, followed by Swoosh by Faithful Servant. Welcome back. This is the halftime segment presented by your company on the VIPs Podcast Global, presented by High Navi Life. And you know what? Before I get into this taxi cab story, I want to bring up another topic that involves a professional basketball player by the name of Robbie Robinson II, who is currently playing in mainland China. He's 37, going on 27, and with today's medical enhancements, you can literally play a lot longer than yesterday. If you follow him on Instagram and you know him as well as I have, you can clearly see he takes good care of his body, and he's always in the gym. He's training, and you can literally get away with that. You can play a lot longer than back in the day. For players, I would say slightly above average players. And Robbie is definitely an above professional basketball player. And if you look at the data, the average length of play is nearly 5 years across the board. Okay? However, for All-Stars, it went from a fewer games to more games. All right? And then, of course, you add in the load management. It does extend careers. All you got to do is look at LeBron James. He is the culprit of load management. That's why he's able to play 23 years, because he's not playing all 82. He's playing 55, 65 games a year, and you stretch that out. Of course, over the career, you're going to get 23 years. Hell, you might be able to play 30 if you lower the bar even lower than that. I don't like load management unless you're actually hurt, like Magic Johnson, 1989 NBA Finals, pulled a hammy hurt. You got to be that hurt. So my point is, if the average playing career is nearly 5 years anyway, for role players, it's even shorter, let's say around 3 years. I think it's safe to say that. And all I'm saying, what's the problem with a guy who is age 37, who's in shape, who can still dunk the ball and shoot the three better than Bronny and LaBalco combined? I mean, what's the problem? Can Robbie Robinson heat up the bench as a 10th man on the Lakers right now? I mean, that's a legitimate question. Can Robbie dunk better than Bronny right now? Another legitimate question. And lastly, can Robbie add more valuable contribution to win a championship better than Bronny right now? And the answer is hell yes, and absolutely. The G League is another topic. They're big on age. But you're producing low IQ ballers. Some of them who shouldn't even be there. Like I said, some, not all. There are some good ballers in the G League, but IQ is very important. Follow me here. Okay? That word IQ, intelligence, and so on is very important. Who do you think is smarter? An 18-year-old or a 37-year-old still playing in his prime? I mean, somebody who's 18 is not even in his prime yet. He's still got a ways to go, right? Versus a 37-year-old who's already in his prime, ready to go. Who has 3 years left? Who's better right now? Let's say you're a championship team. And that's the one piece that you're looking for right now to get you that grit, that hustle, who's glad to be there. No lollygagging, no blowing on the hands in the corner, no flopping. He's giving it all on the line. Someone who can hit the midi, that corner deep shot on the bench consistently. I'm talking about that guy. 7 to 12 minutes per game or so. Someone who shows up. Someone who's going to potentially get you to the promised land off the bench. Who could potentially slide to that 7th slot. Maybe even 6th man. Someone who's in shape. Why not invest in that guy for 3 years? Come on. Robbie Robinson could get you that in his sleep. And I'm going to wager this. And I'm not saying this because he's my friend. He's a good friend of mine. I'm saying this based on common sense. Off the bench, 12 to 17 points in 7 to 12 minutes with defense, grit, and hustle, and can shoot the 3 with ease. Give me Robbie Robinson II. Give me that. The VIPs Podcast Global, presented by High Navy Life, hosted by me, Ifa Jamal, wagers that. Give me that all day and 3 times on Sunday from the corner deep in the pocket.
That boy is good. He ain't lying.
Never mind the money. Yes, it's important, but isn't winning important as well? The object of the game is to win the NBA championship, is it not? That is the primary reason for playing the games in the first place. And just in case you people in power have forgotten that. And this goes out to every single NBA team right now that's in the hunt for the title. At the very least, all we're saying is give him a workout. Call him up. You can even call us here, and we will gladly put you in touch with him. And here's the commitment right now from his own mouth. This is straight from Robbie's own mouth. Roll the footage.
I can't lie to you. Me and my dad talk about the league all the time. And we talk about that like 6 to 12 spot. And he's like, I don't understand how you can't get a spot. Like, the way that the league works now, you have to be able to shoot, right? Especially if you're a role player. And if you're not able to knock down an open, not just mid-range shot, but 3-point shot, like, you can't fit. But a lot of these guys are in the league and they're keeping jobs. And I understand, like, the league is like a favor league or whatever, at least from what I've heard. But it just looks atrocious. Like, it's like, you know, you got space and time, somebody's running at you and you can't knock it down. It just doesn't make sense to me.
And that's my rant for that. Let us know. Get at your boy. Look, never mind my mantra on this show. You know, some people might say, hey, you went too hard. But you know what? We bat hard for the people we believe in. We do that. We do that for our sports topics, and we do that for people who we care about, who work with us, or even if they don't work with us, if they're real and they're about it, we're going to vouch for you. And this is what we do here on our radio show. This is entertainment backed by facts. That's what we do. And all we are saying is, please allow him a workout. This goes for all NBA teams and even overseas. The CBA, whatever. Give him a shot. I promise you, you will not regret it. Even if it's a G League or NBA Summer League workout. It's good for him. He just wants his shot. Put him in the Summer League. Okay? Let him get his shot. If you can allow uncontested layups in the championship All-Star game, showcasing your best, you can allow a workout and a chance for Robbie Robinson II. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. Anyway, let me get to this taxi cab story. Traveling always gets me excited. What about you, sports fans? You like traveling, right? Well, I do. My favorite part is the preparation, coordinating your plans, booking flights, hotels, and taking care of all the necessary errands to make that trip comfortable as possible.